What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're going to be learning how to set up liorenboard. If you guys are wondering what liorenboard is, it's basically going to be a virtual Elgato Steam Deck. You're able to activate commands, filters, and you can actually have it so your chat's able to interact with you. At the time of this video, only thing that's going to be able to do most of this stuff is going to be through Twitch. Hopefully YouTube integration will be eventually though. So if you head on over to OBS projects, all the links will be in the description down below too. But just click on go to download. It's going to take you over here. Click on whichever one goes to you. It's going to zip. You want to zip it wherever you can find it. And one other plugin that you're going to need for later on is make sure you guys have OBS WebSocket. So once again, this website will be linked down below, but if you click on go to download, it'll take you here, scroll all the way down to the very bottom. You got the Mac, you got the Windows, WinZip. If you do the installer, it's basically going to automatically search for the file location where you actually need to have your file at. Or you can do the zip file and manually do it yourself. Installer worked perfectly fine for me though, so I recommend doing it that way. Now the only other thing that you are going to need for this is you're going to need your IPv4 address from your internet. So if you come down to the bottom right corner of your computer, you should see like a little computer icon. Click on Open Network and Internet Settings. It'll pull you over here, and then if you click on the Properties icon and scroll down, it'll actually show your IPv4. That'll be useful for the Android app and the PC app if you guys are actually trying to control it yourself instead of having your chat do it. But once you have all that stuff installed, that's going to be the majority of the work. So we're going to pull up OBS real quick, and you want to search for your liorenboard folder. So once you get to here, there's going to be something called a TSL transmitter. Basically, you're going to need to have a hidden source in OBS. It doesn't matter which scene it's in, but as long as the source is on your OBS, it's actually going to be able to communicate with the liorenboard through the OBS WebSocket. If you guys are curious to see if you have your OBS WebSocket installed properly, head on over to Tools and you should see WebSocket Server Settings. But as long as you have that, all you have to do is click the plus sign, go over to Browser, name it whatever you want, click on Local File, and search for where the liorenboard stuff has been downloaded at. Once you get there, click on the TSL transmitter, go and click Open. Boom, click OK, and then you can hide the source. That way you don't see it. It's not going to affect anything at all, so I mean, you can literally have it in a scene that you never actually use, and you're 100% good to go. Now, once we're actually inside of the liorenboard folder, there's going to be several different options. There's going to be the receiver, which is basically going to be where you input all of the commands and everything that you're able to do through your Stream Deck. There's going to be the Android app, which is going to be a virtual Stream Deck where literally all you have to do is click the buttons. You cannot add commands here, but this is just going to be to activate stuff. Same with the PC. The Android app has ads in it where the PC version does not. So if you guys want the application on your computer, it'll be a little bit less intrusive. So if you click on the receiver, go and open it up. Now there's going to be some things that we can set up here that's going to affect like the longevity of it. We are going to be able to do this here in a second. But if you scroll down to where it says options, it's going to have the OBS WebSocket port. So if you come over here to Tools and Server Settings, you should see it's defaulted to 4444. You can add a password if you want to. But basically, you just want to make sure that it's reading that. And if you click Auto Connect to OBS WebSocket and Auto Connect to Twitch, it'll automatically do it. Click Accept, boom, it's going to automatically search for it. Click the linking to Twitch thing, it's just going to pull you to this page here. All you got to do is copy the URL, paste it into whatever web browser you want to use, and it's going to ask for permission to read everything from Twitch. As long as you're fine with that, click Accept, and everything is going to go. And you can manage all the permissions and everything that you want to. Now, next time you launch the thing, it's going to automatically connect to OBS and Twitch. It's going to spam a whole bunch of words over here on the left side, just so you guys are aware. But eventually it does calm down and all that stuff disappears. As long as you did everything correctly, connect to OBS, link to Twitch, and connect to Twitch, all this is going to be grayed out where everything is black. Now you can do a couple different things. You can actually edit the ones that he has pre-made. Or if you click Add a New Deck, you can actually come down here and create your own deck. So for example, to make a new command, all you have to do is right click, create a blank button. Now there's going to be several different options. We're just going to go through some very basic stuff for today's video, but we'll be able to do more advanced stuff later on, just to try to simplify this first video. Come over here into the edit commands. Basically, I have it so the camera zooms in and starts having this cool rainbow trippy effect in the background. So as soon as someone raids me, it's going to automatically do that to my camera. So if you have the effect so it turns on true, or whatever filters you want on, and then the exact same settings for false, and have the delay in milliseconds. So basically it's going to last for about 10 seconds-ish, then it's going to automatically turn off on its own. So to actually add that command, you want to right click on it, you want to do edit Twitch triggers, And you can just have raid, and you can have the minimum and maximum amount of viewers that are actually added in there. So if you want to just have it all the time, just have 0 and 1,000. All right, so now everything's set up for the raid. We're going to do something a little bit different for this next one. We're actually going to show you guys how to have it set up properly for Stream Elements channel points and the Twitch channel points. That way, if you guys are an affiliate, you're actually able to do this too. So if you want to right click on it, go to edit Twitch triggers, turn off key sensitivity because no one necessarily needs to, and that way it's just always going to work for you. Now you need to have star, just redeemed, and then whatever you want to call your command. And that's all going to be set up to Stream Elements whenever you made it inside of there. We'll check that out here in a second, but I'm just showing you guys how this works out here. So basically, if you have this set up so only mods are able to do it, the Stream Elements bot inside of your channel is always going to be a moderator if you have it set up correctly, which means it's only going to be able to read this. So like the general public inside of your chat are normally not going to be mods, so they're not even going to be able to abuse the system to go around it. But this way they can actually use their channel points automatically. It's still going to use the same channel points just like the Twitch channel points, and it's not going to affect anything. Or for example, if you have like the regular channel points, you can just do point redeem, type in Pixify, click done, and then you're good to go. But if you have to do it through the chat way, this is the way it's going to work with Stream Elements. And then if you guys are like freaking out because it's not actually working, make sure you click done, because if you don't click done, it's actually not going to save anything you did. So as long as you click done, boom, this is going to be like the save in like a Windows Word file. Now this is just the receiver. If you back out some, going back into your liorenboard, if you go into the PC, click on the Stream Deck, for example, it's going to load up. Once it loads up, I'm not able to show you guys this part, but basically it's going to show you the IP address. You need to make sure that it's the correct IP address that we found earlier in the video. As long as it's the same IP address, it's going to automatically connect. Now it's going to say select a deck, and you're going to be like, what on earth, which deck is that? See how there's like a 1 in front of meme sounds? Basically, whatever deck that you made or want to actually go into, have it set up for that. Click connect, and then boom, all the things that we already had set up is going to be there. So for example, if you want to have like your chat be able to have your voice turn super deep,
you do something like this. I think it's pretty cool the way everything sets up like this.
Now I did want to keep this relatively basic, but if you come into your Stream Elements channel points, click on next, see how we have redeem and then that. So basically it's going to be set up. So as long as you have everything set up in the item name, it's going to be able to read everything that you need. And it will automatically work inside of the Twitch chat. So if we head over to our Twitch, redeem I, for example,
you're going to see the Stream Elements thing automatically turn on, and that's how it's going to automatically generate things. This has been a basic tutorial, so if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.